Riley Thompson, and I will be doing a monologue from A Little Life portraying Harold. Jude. Can I ask you something? Did someone do something to you when you were a child? How old were you when it happened? You know that guy is an asshole, right? You know you're wrong about yourself, right? You said, when you look like I do, you take what you can get. How can I call myself a father if my child thinks that about himself? You didn't do anything wrong. You know that, right? You know this says nothing about you and what you're worth. It'll get better. I promise you. It's not your fault. Do you understand? It is not your fault. All you have to do right now is eat. You're going to eat this now. Jude? Jude! My poor Jude. Keep someone alive who doesn't want to stay alive. First, you try logic. You have so much to live for. Then you try guilt. You owe me. Then you try anger and threats and pleading. I'm old, don't do this to an old man. You have to tell yourself every day, I'm doing the right thing. To let him do what he wants is abhorrent to the laws of love. But if your child is inconsolable, is it then your job to give him permission to leave? If he kills himself, I'll survive, but I know that surviving will be an ordeal. When you have a child, you find yourself feeling more assured with each month that passes and your child remains alive. You feel he's staking a claim to life itself. The longer he's in this world, the more deeply rooted he becomes. And yet this belief can be proven wrong in an instant. But yet still, you keep hoping that life tethers life. But his life is like a hot air balloon with a long twisted rope, and while he pulls and pulls at the rope in order to tug himself loose, down below there is a knot of us trying to pull the balloon back to the ground. Frightened for him. Frightened of him. June 12th. A day with no significant events. He injects an artery with air and gives himself a stroke. You died so young. I finally read the letter that Jude left for me. 8 pages about what had happened to him. I'm sorry, he wrote. Please forgive me. that he died, still stubbornly believing everything Brother Luke, Dr. Traylor, and the home said about him was to be true. That he died thinking that, even after all of us who loved him, makes me think my life has been a failure after all. I find myself wishing I believed in some sort of life after life, where he is that gray cat that has begun to sit outside our house, purring when I reach my hand out to it. Or he is that flower that suddenly blooms on the rhododendron bush I thought had died long ago. It isn't only that he died, or how he died. It is what he died believing. And so, I try to be kind to everything I see. And in everything I see him. Thank you.